Hello and welcome. Let's see if YouTube works better. It does not, so I'll pop out the chat again. Yeah, let's put some music on while I set up. And let's send a message to turn Discord. It should be queued now. And so we're ready to begin. So, welcome to this live stream reviewing Sappy seals today. As usual, an important disclaimer, I'm cold reviewing this project. I've heard about it, of course. It's been going for a while, so I've got a bit of background knowledge about it, but I haven't really looked in depth into it. It didn't ever really catch my eye sufficiently to really dig into it. So it's a cold review. It's not a fair review. Not that I believe a review can ever be fair. It's not going in depth and, talking to the founders and talking about their vision, trying to figure out whether to invest in them. It's just based on mostly on the information I can get from the website, which I will supplement a little bit with some information that I can, that I know about. So the interesting thing with these reviews is not so much whether I like the project or not, and whether I'd invest in it or not, but more more to get an insight into how I go about evaluating the project and thinking about it, and for the project builders also how to present the project so that it's clear what the value and the utility of the project is. Because it's very sad if you're creating a project and it actually does have real utility, but that's not actually visible to people who approach you. And often, you can't count on everybody getting an explanation on Discord, via word of mouth. And even through word of mouth, one of the things that Web 2 entrepreneurs, and even Web 1 entrepreneurs figured out fairly soon is that if you don't, your customers want to be your advocates, but if you don't teach them how to speak about your product, they'll sort of mangle it in all sorts of ways, and they won't say the stuff that's important to say about the product. So you need to kind of repeat those marketing messages clearly enough so that people who are trying to evangelize your project actually have a chance to have the right words to use to do that. There's nothing more sad than a customer trying to explain your project to somebody else and really passionate about it, but not able to actually communicate that properly, and therefore kind of failing to convert somebody, even though they would if they could actually explain what the project is. And the website is often a place where those marketing messages are going to be repeated. So, immediately, my first impression of this is there is no marketing message. It's just a dashboard about holders and staking and the name of the project and some pictures of the thing. And that's a missed opportunity, because here you could tell me why I should care about this project. This does not tell me anything about why I should care about this project. It's like if I went to a crypto coin, let's call it Sappy coin, and all there was a picture of a coin and a figure of the total number of coins in circulation. What does that tell me? Nothing. I don't know why I should care about this coin based on that. And you have this opportunity on this front page of the project to communicate that to people, to say here's why you should buy us. And there isn't really anything there. Okay, so if we scroll a little bit, if we look a little bit lower above this sort of fold, but all the attention is driven here because that's where the animation is, and there's lots of colors and stuff like that. In slightly faded text, we can see something about staking your Sappy Seal NFT to earn Pixel, the in-game utility token of the Pixelverse today. Okay, well, I don't know what the Pixelverse is. Before I want to stake, I should know that, why, what is the value proposition? What is the purpose of this thing? What is it trying to build? What's going on here? What's the big idea? Tell me about the big idea. Don't make me guess and try and decipher based on So breadcrumbs are fine lying around. Just tell me the big idea, because surely you want to get me as a customer, and so you need to tell me why I should be a customer. It's not very complicated. I wish more sites got this right. See, there's something about a Pixelverse alpha. So some kind of game that we can play. Arguably, this is slightly better than Cool Cats, at least, because when we reviewed Cool Cats, like, it wasn't even clear that there is a game. Like, it said something about a game. There's no link to like how to play that game and stuff. Like, at least here there's a link. So that's an improvement over Cool Cats, actually. Cool Cats comes to mind also because of the cute aesthetic and all that. But let's go back to the game in a little bit. I'm just going to scroll down through the site, hoping to see something more. The collection. Okay, this is just like images. SEAL Team 6. I don't know what the hell that is. Whatever that is. Some 1-1s, which are people in the NFT community. So I'm not quite sure why I'm being told this at this point. Roadmap. Okay, cool. There's a roadmap. But that's the old roadmap. That's the mint roadmap. So when we've minted, but like, Pixelverse, so Sappy Seals minted out many months ago. Many months ago. Like how many months ago? Where's the OpenSea? OpenSea. So it's Sappy Seals. Let's see when they minted out. Activity. When did the activity start? Back in September. This thing minted out in September. Have you not updated your roadmaps in September? Wow, such old roadmap. Wow, such, like, it's moldy. Like, that's how old it is. Don't give me the roadmap from your minting thing. Like, you're just wasting space here. This really annoys me. Like, this could be a really cool project, but the website, like, your website is your face. This is not Web 3. This is not Web 2. This is Web 1. You don't bother having a website that explains what your project is. It's such a gigantic missed opportunity. It's like, any kind of business that today doesn't bother updating their website. And a fucking online business that doesn't bother updating the website. Like, what are you doing? Update your fucking website. Like, okay, so something about merch and stuff and donations during the NFT minting, and that's it. That's all the information we have on the website. Brilliant. This is not good. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that this has not been updated for so long. I understand, like, and I know from the grapevine that the Sappy Seals team has been working hard and like doing stuff and grinding and building Pixelverse and stuff. And I know that NFT Llama is very, very keen on Sappy Seals. And so I want to give them some credit, but like right now they're failing like the first hurdle. Like, it's like they didn't even sort of like catch the hurdle and keep running. They just sort of took it in the teeth and fell backwards. That's how bad this website is at the moment. Like, just telling me stuff that I don't care about unless I'm already a customer, and stuff that's so old. September 9, we're in 05, 9 months old. 9 months old, this thing. Like, can't you fucking update your website in 9 months? Like, if you're grinding so hard, update your fucking website. Ugh, you can tell I'm annoyed, clearly. Staking, I don't care. Pixel, what happens if okay, there's a pair on Dex Tools, fine. And Pixelverse, like, Pixelverse has been submitted separately as a thing to review on my Discord. But okay, so log in with MetaMask. I hope it's not gated that you have to have a Sappy Seal in order to play it. That would be. So I assume this is the same link. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go back. So, I mean, the only thing I can click on here is basically Pixelverse. So let's load this up in Brave, where my wallet actually is. Just make sure I have the right wallet, not my ledger. This is going to be my hot wallet. Right. So let's see if we can play this without spending lots of money. If it's a game that you can't even enter without having an expensive NFT, another fail. Like, there's some kind of music. Great. Connect. Sign. You must own at least one avatar. What is like? Okay, so complete fail at allowing me to actually play this Pixelverse game. Because this is relatively reputable product, I'm gonna log in with my ledger, but like I'm not liking this. Like I'm really just doing this because like I'm trying to give a fair chance to this thing. Just to be able to see, because Pixelverse seems to be one of the main selling points here. So no, like I've already opened it. Just refresh. Don't give me this music. Allow me to log in. This is an awful user experience as a gamer. Like I can't even see the game. I don't know why. Like, you know, the only reason why I'm bothering to do this is because I'm doing a live review. Otherwise I wouldn't do this. Oh, come on. It's open already. There you go. Sign. Better have at least one NFT in my ledger that's actually usable. As an avatar. No, I don't. They don't tell me what avatars I need. Okay, so this is a complete fail. Like, I'm sorry. And I mean, I understand that there's probably lots of work that has gone into this that should be like, you know, I should be able to see something, but even logging in, like taking a risk, like logging in with my ledger, which I normally wouldn't do, but like because I know this project is reputable, so like, you know, using all sorts of knowledge that I have about this project that I shouldn't have as a new person approaching the project, I'm still not able to check out what this project is about. There is zero information on this website about it. Like, what an absolute failure. I'm going to check the Discord because I don't want to give up so easily. But this is atrocious. Like, seriously, guys, get your shit together. This is meant to be a project that's like doing good and like, you know, grinding hard and doing all sorts of cool shit and stuff, and they can't even have a proper website that tells you why you should be on there, why you should use this project, why you should care at all about these NFTs. This is awful. Yeah, rules, great. Give me access. Let's see if I can like collect some kind of information from all this. Medium articles. There's some Medium articles. Right, good. Why aren't those Medium articles on the homepage? Fuck knows. Like, you don't want customers, do you? Like, you have too many. You don't want people to buy this. So let's see what's the most recent one. Most recent one is December. That's pretty old. But let's have a look at this. Pixelverse. There's some kind of game where you can move a seal around, I guess. A Winter Bears as well, and 24px. Okay, so there's multiple ones. So why is this not on the page when you try to log into the game? Fuck knows. New features, procedural avatars. Like, how about what's fun about this game? Like, what is fun about this game? Some kind of marketplace, backend development. Oh yeah, actually on the page there was a marketplace link, wasn't there? Let's have a quick look here. Marketplace. So you can buy some kind, I guess these are in-game items. Epic items. I mean, why do you care about these? I don't know. Like, because I don't know what the game is. Like, I don't know why it's fun. So you earn some pixel and then you buy what, like, jukeboxes and some starter pack or something. I don't know. Like, it's unclear why I should care about this because it's unclear what the game actually is. Right, so there's no answer to what the game actually is. Pixel pets, that's some kind of airdrop. Pixel token, let's have a look at this. This is poor showing from Sappy Seals. I was expecting better than this. I'm quite disappointed. They should be better at communicating what the hell they are. I mean, right now, their collection with a floor price of 0.58. Imagine what their floor price would be if it was actually clear what the fuck it is. Okay, there's a description here. That's helpful. Community-led project focusing on metaverse expansion and a growing ecosystem. Okay, so some kind of metaverse thing. As Sappy Seals offer the open world cross-community Pixelverse and Pixel Pets, marketplace for exclusive metaverse item, rarity-based staking. So it's some kind of metaverse. Like, you know, based on this picture, Like, I've been joking or like, criticizing that I don't think people are going to be spending all their time in Minecraft, because it's just not an efficient way to do anything. And here people are like, here they're proposing that everybody's going to spend all their time in this. Right. Okay. Not convinced. So they're building some kind of metaverse just for Sappy Seals and whatever it was, the other projects holders. Winter Bears. Pixel gaming experience, purchase some gaming NFTs. I mean, maybe they're bootstrapping the next great play and earn game, but I don't know. I'm not hopeful based on the fact that they can't put together a website to communicate what the hell they are. So there's dungeon explorations for in-game items, PvP tournaments. Well, why can't you show us a video that shows how fun it is? Go on a website of a cool game, and you will typically see videos of the game showing you why it's fun. Like, that's how you engage people into a computer game. You show them videos. And I have not seen a video yet. Core philosophy of ours to give back to our community and provide you with a rich, fun, and engaging experience. I mean, that statement doesn't really say much. Everybody says they give back to their community, so it means nothing. And provide you with a rich, fun, engaging experience is a statement so vague that it doesn't really say anything. So your core philosophy is undisclosed. Percentage of every pixel transaction, blah, blah, some tokenomics stuff. It's built to be sustainable. Well, if it is, then, how? That doesn't mean it's built to be sustainable. That means you've put together a liquidity pool. So, unsustained statement here. I'm being harsh because I expect more out of this project, and I'm very disappointed by how little I'm finding here. Welcome to the Pixelverse. Maybe there's something here. Video? Will there be a video? I'm reviewing both Pixelverse and Sappy Seals at this point because it seems like Pixelverse is the main utility of Sappy Seals. So I don't see how they're two separate projects. Community's lifeblood of Pixelverse. It's a lack of tangibility. It's like all sorts of statement. We want to connect community initiatives. So I'm giving you my running internal commentary here. Like when I read, we want to connect community initiatives, art, NFT, dApps, DAOs to a thriving user base, integrating them within the Pixelverse, a world with its own flourishing ecosystem. It should not have an apostrophe. Like, what does that actually mean? Like, translate this in English. Like, what do you actually do? What does it mean to connect community initiatives to a thriving user base? You provide people with a promotion base. You help them find an audience. Like we've reviewed the project before that. Like I think Dead Fellas suggested that maybe they help musicians find an audience. Okay, that can be value, but like make it clear what the hell it is that you're doing. Like integrating them within the Pixel. Like how? Like speak. Like give more tangible details. We are deeply invested in ensuring an inclusive environment where all players and builders can safely communicate, earn and collaborate, earn and have fun. Yeah, okay. Land grants, builders of what? Early builders of what? This is disappointing. I'm disappointed by my research so far. Staking, blah blah. Okay, is there anything other than, because this is not giving me like, and they stopped posting in December. December is like 5 months ago, 20th of December. We're 16th of May. Like, you should have posted more stuff since then. For a team that's supposed to be grinding in the background all the time, like maybe grind in the foreground a bit more. And update your fucking website. Minor announcements. Gitbook launch. Oh, there's a Gitbook. Hold on. Let's have a look at the Gitbook. Might be more information here. All-encompassing 3D metaverse and Web 3.0 platform that stands on 3 pillars: community, gaming, and decentralized finance. Okay. Again, what is that? Pixelverse links together experiences and Web 3 tools. Like, remember my statement that, like, purpose first, share your why first. Watch the Simon Sinek talk about start with why, and then use that to frame your communications. Here you're telling me what. I don't care about what until I know why you're doing this. What are you, like, why are you doing all this stuff? What's the goal here? And then I can judge if the what that you're doing is actually makes sense in the context of the why. Here, what I just see is a hodgepodge of words that connect lots of different concepts, and based on the fact that the website hasn't been updated since September, I'm not entirely sure I believe that it's like they're able to connect all these things. And maybe they are, but that's my impression, my reaction as somebody visiting this. And I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because I've heard a lot of good things about Sappy Seals, but like it's not been easy with this shitty website. Like, no, that's just bad. Let's keep reading. If they replace connect on a deeper level, brings your NFTs to life, letting you create their stories through emergent gameplay experiences. I mean, come on, like, what does that mean? Like, you can't, if you like, this is marketing that's targeted at people who are already like card carrying choir boys of this thing. Like, it's like, it doesn't, if you read this sentence to anybody who's outside of NFTs, it makes absolutely no sense. You'll never get a single customer from outside of the, like, of that, not even like outside of NFTs, outside of this corner of the NFT world, with a sentence like this: bring your NFTs to life and let you create their stories through emergent gameplay experiences. What the fuck is that? Come on. Community virtual experiences are beginning to transcend the physical realm. Very grandiose statement. I never like grandiosity in these kind of things. It sort of makes me more negative about a project when I see grandiose statements. We're developing our own social metaverse known as the Pixelverse, a 2D world. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to replace Discord. Tap into the nostalgia of the early 2000s with delivering next gen. How is it next gen? If you call it something next gen, like, users will be able to interface with each other in meaningful and enjoyable ways that existing metaverse platforms. What are these ways? Like, you can't make those kind of statements and not deliver the bacon. Like, if you're talking about next gen experience and users able to interface in meaningful and enjoyable ways that existing platforms don't provide, you need to say what those means are. You need to, like, convince us that your statement is actually true. Yeah, that's that phrase repeated again from the Medium post. Serves as a platform for a wider net. What are these technical innovations? Again, you can't say this kind of stuff and not support it. Otherwise, I just think you're just talking crap. Like, that's my reaction when reading this. I want to see tangible examples of things, not just, I'm going to start a project that's going to revolutionize decentralized finance. And, then I say, well, the benefit of this project is that I revolutionize decentralized finance. And I keep repeating that I'm revolutionizing decentralized finance until I've managed to convince you that I'm doing it. Well, I might convince some people after repeating it often enough, but that doesn't mean I'm actually doing it. Meaningful economic opportunities. Yeah, so if your focus is providing a fun, first, innovative, and well-polished game, where's the fucking video that shows that? Where people feel naturally incentivized. If it's such a good game, like, a 5-minute video should show, like, somebody doing something that looks actually quite fun. And then I'll be like, okay, that's a pretty cool game. Maybe I want to play this game. Maybe I can imagine somebody wanting to play this game. As it is, you need to pay like hundreds of dollars just to get, or maybe thousands even, just to get a chance to look at this game. That's awful experience for onboarding. Pixel Pets, so the flagship game for the Pixelverse. So this is like a pitching document, but like a bad pitching document. It just talks about the project without showing anything about it. This is the kind of document you might see before something is built from founders who haven't figured out that they need to pitch with more tangible stuff. Decentralized finance is a system. Yeah, okay, I know what decentralized finance is. Thanks. NFTs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but how are you doing something to do with that? That's a really, I mean, okay, the tokenomics and DeFi protocols fueling the Pixelverse will encourage social experiences with every action that takes place, gluing the community together in a way that is collaborative and exciting way. Another typo here. That doesn't really say much. Like that doesn't, yeah, like it's again like a vague statement that needs to be supported. Can I have a sidebar? Right, cool. Oh, world. Let's try that one. So there's a kind of 3D thing. Interesting. Maybe that's the next version. I don't know. Where's my open world? Give me the open world. Narrative. Okay, so there's something about the game here. This is all about Pixelverse, basically. I have not seen yet any value of Sappy seals beyond this Pixelverse thing. So whoever submitted and suggested that like Pixelverse and Sappy seals are two separate projects, I don't know what you're talking about here. Not a whole lot to read here. Just some more stuff about the game without actually showing me the game, which it's like, I don't know, like if I was about to go and have dinner with someone and they kept like chatting me about what an amazing dinner we're gonna have, and like, you know, telling me, just talking to me about the dinner over and over again without like us actually having the dinner, and then we just never have the dinner. I don't know, like it's just such a unhelpful approach, I think. Pixelverse found this pass. They managed to sell another thing there for early adopters. Alpha access to in-game content, founders cosmetics, blah blah blah. Okay, so it's all about the Pixelverse basically, which makes sense. We're on the Pixelverse Git book now. The team. At least it seems like the team might be. I don't know. I know they probably aren't. They probably aren't doxed. Joined in 2021, so probably not. Is even the artist doxed? Joined 2009. So the artist at least has a kind of long-term profile. But that's often the case. Like the business people don't disclose who they are. I don't like this pattern. Like the artist, if the project goes down, the artist gets shafted and everybody else gets away with it. This is not a very satisfying review. I mean, technically, I should have been able to get in because I have Llamaverse, but of course, my Llamaverse is staked, so therefore they probably didn't detect it, and so I couldn't get into the game. So I have to have an unstaked Llamaverse to get into their game. Fantastic, great experience. So even though I'm a member of one of the partner projects, I couldn't get into the game. FAQ under construction, right? Let's have another look at the Discord. Maybe we'll pick up some more breadcrumbs. If you have any questions or suggestions, if you're watching this live, please feel free to post them. Help me, please. Partnerships, blah, blah. There's the minor announcements. Look at the major announcements. Oh, so they're no longer partnered with Winter Bears. Okay. But they are partnered with Root Troop now. Advisory for their future rebrand and branding initiatives. I mean, honestly, like Root Troop, don't take advice on how to build a website from these guys. I mean, I'm sure their heart is in the right place, but like, you know, certainly don't take advice on how often to update your website. This was a really huge missed opportunity to have any kind of. So it doesn't look like there's. So this is about a different game. State of the Seals. Let's have State of the Seals here. So there are some updates after December. The Seal Father. What's been achieved behind the scenes? They've reorganized their corporate structure. That makes a huge difference to everybody other than them. I'm being sarcastic, of course. Roadmap 4.0 release. I haven't seen a roadmap 1.0. Discord merge. Elevating Sappy sales into globally recognizable brand. Okay, so let's try and find these roadmaps. Maybe there's somewhere if we click on here. State of the seals, rarity guide. Nope, there's no extra things here. There's no roadmap. Where are those roadmaps? Can I see a roadmap somewhere? I mean, I know staking and pixel token and stuff might have been on the roadmap. But and I want to repeat my usual disclaimer that this is not a fair review. This is a review based on what I can see. And maybe there's like also stuff that makes this project amazing. But right now I'm not seeing that stuff. I have no idea what the fuck this project is about, other than that there's a some kind of staking mechanism for a pixelverse metaverse that looks like a 2D thing. Okay, there's a roadmap. Integration and collaboration, empowering creators, meaningful brand deals, diversity. There's nothing much tangible here. It's just very self-referential stuff. Nothing that says to me what the value is of the project. Somebody's made a comment. Thanks, Hans. They're working on technology transferring 2D assets to 3D assets, making the Pixel Pets NFTs as a 3D game. I think focus on the Pixel Pets game at the moment. So they've been going for 9 months, and they released one game, and I guess it wasn't good enough, and that's why they're releasing another game in 3D. I mean, I don't know, like, fair enough, I guess, but so they still haven't really released anything, I guess, is the conclusion at this point. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm like, because I know that so many people are quite positive on this project, I know that I'm probably missing something important. And I think so. Like, the next step would be to ask, like, to go on the Discord there, on the general chat, and just like get into a conversation, ask like, what the fuck is this project about? Like, please tell me, because your website sucks. Maybe in a slightly less aggressive way than that. But that would be my next step if I really wanted to research this project more. But based on what I've seen so far, it's really hard to get excited about it, because, you know, there's just nothing on the website. There's not a whole lot in the Git book. There's like, the website hasn't been updated since September. There's a pixelverse that I can't get into. Like, that doesn't bode well for attracting other players. There's no videos of the game that's supposed to be fun and where the quests are supposed to be fun. So I'm going to assume that people just do the quests in order to earn pixel tokens, which, you know, thanks, but I have other things to do in my life than do boring quests in order to earn pixel tokens. I'm not buying into that, and I don't think anybody with anything to do is going to do that. Like, it's like, like, if I want a job, I'll go and, you know, get one the regular way. I don't want to pay to buy a Sappy seal for a couple of grand in order to get a job that I know how to do every day in order to collect some tokens. So I think I'm going to start drawing this to an end. Hans points out that Pixelverse has been a community hub only so far. Yeah, it seems to be completely closed. I'm not sure how well it functions as a community hub. Clearly, they still have Discord, because, you know, Discord is a very effective community hub. And whatever they built with Pixelverse probably isn't effective enough to replace Discord. Otherwise, they'd be getting rid of Discord. So my general impression, as you can easily tell if you've been listening to this, is quite negative on the presentation of this project. It's really difficult to figure out what the hell it's about. If you don't have a really strong reason already pre-existing before you encounter this project to look further into it, I don't see why you would. If they are actually doing something valuable, which maybe they are, and I'm not saying they're not, because I just don't know, then I would strongly encourage them to, like, build their website around that and share to people, like, you know, what it is that this project gives that's so valuable. I hope it's not just community, because to me that's a very weak selling point. It's like if it's a game that they're building and the game is actually fun and they keep declaring that the game is fun and revolutionary in all sorts of ways, then show us videos of that. Like instead of this animation of seals and this kind of staking thing, which makes no difference whatsoever to anybody who's not already in your ecosystem, instead show it, like, have at the front page a video that you press play and you get to see the gameplay of the game that shows how much fun it is, and then have a call to action that says play the game right now, and then you play the game, and then maybe, like, I don't know, I'm just brainstorming here, but maybe you play the game and you do something fun and it says, well, if you were connected to MetaMask with an approved PFP, you would have now earned X amount of pixel, as well as having had fun. Do you want to connect to MetaMask now? That would be an interesting onboarding mechanism. Whilst here, there's nothing. There's no way for somebody who's not already highly motivated to spend. How much is this in dollars at the moment? 0.6 times 2,000. Spend about like $1,400 just to be able to find out what the game is. If you're not already motivated by that, you're not going to find out what the game is. You have no idea. And nobody's going to spend $1,400 just to find out what the game is if they don't already. Like, the only people who are going to do that are people who are already looking at this as an investment opportunity or something, or like a passive income opportunity or something, which to me smells of Ponzinomics, because the only utility is to make more money, and the money only comes from investors because there's no customers, because there's no chance in, like, there's no snowflake's chance in hell that this attracts a customer. It's the shittiest customer website possible for this project, not even updated. Like, yeah, huge missed opportunity. I'm really disappointed. I hope the founders do listen to this and they start a project to urgently update the website to actually get some kind of customer proposition across, because otherwise the only people buying this are people buying it to flip or to make money from Pixel, but Pixel is also a flipping opportunity. Basically, like, the only people buying this are investors. Nowhere customer buys this at this point. So yeah, I guess that's my conclusion. And remember, it's just my opinion. I'm just some dude on the internet. I don't know everything. I could be completely wrong. I might have missed something. Maybe when scrolling around on the Discord, there was actually something very important there and I didn't spot it. And now I'm like I'm sounding like an idiot because I didn't spot something that seems very obvious to you. And that's fine. I'm happy to take that risk. But yeah, hopefully listening to this review has been somewhat helpful. If you're planning to build a project, please update your website. Like, you don't need to see this Mint roadmap 9 months after you finish Mint, like taking up half the website. We need to see information about why your collection is worth buying. And this doesn't share anything about that. And yeah, I mean, I've said enough about how that's a huge missed opportunity. I hope they fix that. Cool. All right. So hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully you encounter many projects with incredibly clear websites that have their very clear value proposition up front and tell you exactly what they are and why you want to buy them. I'll be reviewing another project tomorrow. If you want to vote on which projects I review, remember to join my Discord, and in the public discussion, go and mention the project that you want reviewed. It then goes here, gets added to a list, and then there's a vote. And Sappy Seals was the one with most votes after MV3 and Pop. So that's the one that got reviewed. And I'm going to start a vote across these 4 next, I think, because I need a project to review tomorrow. Okay, cool. Have a wonderful day. Hope it's sunny wherever you are if you enjoy the sun. And see you tomorrow. Take care.